Hey guys, I'm Brianna, welcome back to my channel. So today is October and I'm so excited for this month. Not only is it Halloween this month, but it's also my birthday at the end of the month. So I'm very excited for this month. Yeah, so this month it's obviously gonna be hectic. If you guys don't know, I'm in my school's musical production, so I have a lot of rehearsals with that. But I definitely am going to be leaving time for reading, especially scary reading, because October's my favorite month just favorite month in general, but it's my favorite month to read scary things because it's Halloween, guys. So I'm getting into my TBR, which is very ambitious because I don't know how much time I'm gonna have to read. I have a lot of books, maybe like 20 books or more. I don't know what I'm gonna get to. And the weekends I usually read about 2 to 3 books, so we'll see what's going on there. But it's mostly horror. There's one sci-fi, I think, and like 3 or 4 fantasy books, and 1 romance, just in case I need to change it up. But the first book I'm currently reading, and possibly I want to finish, is Before She Ignites by Jodi Meadows. This is a dragon book, and I'm not really loving it so far. I'm about this much through. If you guys saw my last video, you'll see how far I am on this book, but it's okay so far. So the 2 books that I don't have that I really want to read is Sleeping Beauties by Stephen King and Owen King, which came out September 26th, and hopefully I can get it at my bookstore or something because I really want to read that. And I like Stephen King books during Halloween, so we'll see. I may also want to read Carrie by him, but I can probably get that at my library. And then there's Someone Inside Your House by Stephanie Perkins. I also don't have that book, and it's kind of a Scream retelling book, so I want to read that also. And I think that's pretty much it. There may be a couple books coming out in October that I want to read, but I'll update you guys with that. So the first book I have here is The Body Institute by Carol Riggs. I know a lot of you guys mentioned you want to see a sci-fi review, so if I do read this, I will definitely give you guys a sci-fi review for this. If not, I'll do it for Invictus, which I read last month, and we'll see. All I know, it's about like new technology, and she can like take over someone else's body. I don't really know anything else about that, but I got this at BookCon. Yeah, I think it's just a regular copy of a book, and yeah, it seems really cool. The next book I got, it's actually from my library, is The Queen of Blood by Sarah Beth Durst. I've been seeing this a lot on, whose channel? Haley at Haley in Bookland, her channel a lot, and this is an adult fantasy book, and it seems really good. I really don't have any concept about it. I just was intrigued by Queen of Blood, that's it. So we'll see if I read it this month. It's kind of due this month, so we'll see if I get to it. The next book I have that I just picked up is Crazy House by James Patterson. This just came out, I think, July or August, so a couple months ago. But this seems like the concept seemed really cool, and it reminds me a lot of Violet Grenade by Victoria Scott, I think that's her name. So I definitely want to check this out, and I like James Patterson books I always have an iffy with. His adult books are really good, and then his YA books I kind of have like a flip-flop interpretation, like it depends on how I feel, but we'll see if I like this book or even if I read it this month. So one of the books I really want to read this month that came out in September and I never bought, and I just don't know because I've never read him as an author, is They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. This book seems really cool. It's about 2 boys. I think they're both bisexual, if I'm understanding this book right. But basically they get a call on the day that you're going to die. And these 2 boys find out they're dying the same day, so they decide to meet up and just go through a list of stuff that they've always wanted to do on their last day. And they don't know exactly the time that they're dying, so it's all that, and it seems really interesting. It's getting a lot of great reviews, and I've never read Adam Silvera, so hopefully this book will make me change my mind about him and want to read more. Now, the one romance book I have on here is Moonshot by Alessandra Torre. This book I just kept seeing all over my Kindle, and it's really expensive on Kindle, so I was like, I'm getting it at my library. And all I know, it's about baseball, and that's it. Actually, I don't even know what this is about, to be honest. I think it's literally just about baseball or something like that. But I'm not hugely into baseball. Like, I like the Mets, maybe because I'm a New Yorker. I'm not a fan of the Yankees, but we'll see. Sorry if you guys like the Yankees. But I definitely will be reading this month because it's due this month, so yeah. The next book that I have that was totally a cover pick is The Girl on the Ice by Robert. I don't know his last name, so I'm not even going to say it. If you guys want to check it out. But this was definitely a cover by, and this is about a FBI detective. I think he finds a girl in the ice, and this is part of the series, the Snowman series. I think that's coming out in the movies. But this is book 1, if anything. But it seems really, really good, and it's a thriller, scary horror book, and I'm definitely reading this month because I'm all about this stuff. The next book that I have that I'm picking up probably right away, I think I'm going to stop reading before Shake Nights, is The Girl in 6E by A.R. Torre. And I've been seeing this all over the place, and everyone keeps telling me to pick it up, and I read the description and I was like, I'm so reading this. But this is about a girl who has murderous tendencies, so she locks herself in her room, and she's been in her room for 3 years. And it just seems really interesting because her rules are not to kill anyone, and that's all she ever wants to do. So this seems really, really good, and I'm definitely going to be reading this. And it's kind of short-ish. I'll check how many pages. Okay, it's 400 pages, so it's not terrible. But I kind of want to binge read it this weekend, and we'll see how that goes. And another fantasy book I have is Airfire by Sarah J. Maas. I'm trying to do my Throne of Glass reread, which I should have done in the summer, but I didn't because I'm a bad person. But this book's huge, and I don't know if I'm going to read it this month. I feel bad saying that because I love Sarah J. Maas, but there's so many good books in October that are out that I want to read. So we'll see if I even pick it up this month. Airfire was actually not... I think it was one of my least favorite books out of the series. I think Queen of Shadows was one of my favorites. Airfire was okay. It's just, this took a completely different route than I wanted it to from the first 2 books, so I think that's why I didn't really like it as much. The next book I had that my mom got for me is Don't Look Back by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I don't know what this is about. All I know, it's scary, and it's a Jennifer L. Armentrout book, so that's why I picked it up. But I think it's kind of a younger, I don't know if it's middle grade, but it's either middle grade or YA. So I don't know if I'm going to like it 100%, but it's Jennifer Armentrout, so I'm definitely going to read it. The next book that I got that looks really scary is The Safest Lies by Megan Miranda. This is about a girl who was kidnapped a while ago, and now she's at home adjusting, and her mom goes missing, I think. Yeah, her mom goes missing, and the girl is pregnant from her kidnappers. Yeah, she's pregnant from her kidnapper. And the girl's mother goes missing. What am I saying? And she has to go on this journey to find her mom, but she is kind of suffering PTSD, and it looks really interesting and very dark and twisted. So I'm definitely excited to read this in October. The next book I have that I got at Barnes & Noble is Girl Last Seen by Nina Lauren. I don't know if I got this in September. I'm really sorry that I didn't put this in my haul, but whoops. But all I know, it's about a girl who's kidnapped. That's all I know about this book. And I want to go into it like that because the cover looks very creepy, and I'm very excited to read this. Yeah, that's it. The next book I have is an ARC that I received a while ago, but this book came out in July last year, so July 2016, and it's How to Hang a Witch by Adriana Mather. I've talked about this a bit on my channel already, and I've yet to pick it up because I was waiting till October. And all I know, it's this girl's ancestors were part of the Salem witch trials. They held them and they physically killed the witches. So it's kind of about her moving to Salem and not getting accepted, and a lot of scary stuff happens to her. and I liked it because it has witches and it's Halloween, so the two go together perfectly. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to be picking this up sometime in October. Now, I'm sorry that I have so many books, guys, but I just want to get to a lot in October, and I don't know what I'm going to get to. So the next book I have is You Don't Know My Name by Kristen Orlando. This is an assassin book. All I know is she's a girl in high school who's an assassin, and her parents are assassins, and she comes from lines of them. So it seemed really interesting, and it is short, so I'll see if I can read it this month. The next book I have is an arc that I really should read this month because I have to review it, but it's Runebinder by Alex R. Kaller. This comes out November 14, 2017, and all I know, it involves magic, necromancy, demons, hunters, all this stuff, and it seems really interesting. Harley Quinn Teen sent it to me, so I definitely need to get on this. If I don't read it in October, I'm definitely going to be reading this the first week in November because I have to review it. The next book I have that I'm very excited to read is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I'm actually reading this when I'm flying out to a college visit, so I'm going to be reading this on the plane, and I'm very excited to read this, and yeah, that's it. So I gotta wait the whole month because I'm going at the end of the month, a couple of days before my birthday actually, so I'm very excited for that. And for this book, this is a dark fae book, so it seems really cool and twisted and very evil. This doesn't come out till January, so I'm sorry guys if you want to read it, but you have to wait till January, unfortunately. We're almost done, guys. We're getting there. So the next book is The Deadliest by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I can never pronounce her name, but I mentioned this in my September book haul. She is a phenomenal writer, and she writes literally every genre, and I don't think I've read a book by her that I've hated. Yeah, I don't think I have, actually. I've loved every single book she's written, and this one is going to be no exception. This is a thriller, psychological thriller, scream type of book, and it seems really good, and it's set in West Virginia, so I'm going to love that, but I'm very excited to read this. I don't know if I'm going to read it on Halloween yet, because I got to see if I have rehearsal that day, so I got to see if I'm actually going to just speed read a book that day, especially since it's a school night, so that kind of sucks. And another book is Top 10 by Katie Kentungo. I don't know if I'm going to like this book, but I feel obligated to read it because it's coming out October 17th. So we'll see if I actually do end up reading it. It's a YA romance. And the last book I have is An Enchantment of Ravens by Margaret Rogerson. This book is so anticipated for me, and I really need to get to it. I don't know when in October I'll get to it, but we'll see. And that's it for my October TBR. And if you guys were wondering, which you probably weren't, this is my favorite player's jersey, number 22. You guys can look him up. He's on the Panthers. But other than that, October is going to be a great month, and I hope you guys have a wonderful reading month because it's supposed to be very scary. I'm taking part of Spook-a-thon, which is October 16th through the 20th, 21st, something like that. And I will be putting up a TBR for that, which will include some of these books. And it's a week-long readathon, and I think Lala Books created it. So definitely check her out if you want to know. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have a great October. Bye!